let's just have some fun with some other mullahs in Iran and see what this guy has to say. Let's watch this guy, see what he has to say. This is a recent video of a mullah inside Iran. So let's see what he has to say.
آیا مصلحت ما اینه که تا روز قیامت بگیم مرگ بر آمریکا و فلان اینها؟
So this mullah, Iranian mullah from inside Iran, is saying, is it in the best interest for us? Is it the best interest for the regime? Basically, he means, is it the best interest for us to keep saying death to America till the end of time? Remember the whole axis of resistance failing? People are questioning the direction that they have been going ever since the beginning of this revolution. This is quite a question from a mullah inside Iran. Is it really in our interest to keep saying death to America till the end of time? Oh, moment of clarity for mullahs that maybe they haven't been.
آیا مصلحت ما اینه که تا روز قیامت بگیم مرگ بر آمریکا و فلان؟
To say death to America and stuff like this?
آیا مصلحتمون اینه که شعار بدیم که اسرائیل باید محو بشه؟
Is it in our best interest to keep chanting that Israel should get eliminated, Israel should be annihilated?
شعار.
And he said, okay, these are just chants, these are just words.
No.
Oh no. Oh no, sorry. Let me go back. The translation said
بشه شعارها هویت ما شده.
He's saying these chants, death to America, death to Israel, they have turned into our identity. Vic is saying, wow, like we have made these chants, we have turned them into our identity, like death to America, death to Israel. We have stood behind these chants. And these are شعارهای پوچ و بی‌معنا و پرهزینه. And these chants are empty, they are meaningless, and they are costly. This is a mullah inside Iran. He's saying the chants of death to America, death to Israel, they are empty, they are meaningless, and they are costly. Okay? Okay? And we have this. That's a saying in Persian. It's using a Persian saying. I'm trying to translate the best thing. He's saying, yeah, we have F the nation. We have F the region, basically. So basically, these chants have made us F the nation. And like this is my country. You're entering my country. You're making my country enter war. Like he's saying, there's a minority in Iran that are basically meddling. We have some people, a minority of the Iranian people who are basically controlling the regime. They are going around and meddling in other people's affairs. So yeah, so the adventurous, thank you, Sina. Sina has the best translations. So keep referring to Sina if I miss a word. So he's saying we have a minority within the country who are basically adventurous, meaning they're doing things that they shouldn't be. They're adventurous and they want to take my country into war. So this is very interesting because he's speaking my country. Like if you guys follow our streams, you understand that Iran is divided between Islamists and nationalists. Islamists are constantly talking about Palestine, fighting the enemies of Islam, fighting for Islam and Islamic narratives. The other side, the nationalists, are talking about their country. They saying that they claim that these mullahs have sacrificed Iran for Islam. And it's very interesting because this guy who's wearing a mullah attire, he is talking about my country. He's appealing to a sense of nationalism rather than talking about fighting the enemies of Islam. Again, a lot of Iranians will be quick to point out that Armin do not trust these mullahs. They're only using this language because the Islam narrative is failing in Iran and they are terrified. And that's why you see a mullah using this type of language. Many Iranians will tell you that, oh, do not trust this man. He's a mullah. You can never trust a mullah. I'm just telling you what this man is saying. Okay, so let me see now what Susanna is saying. Susanna is saying, fellas, maybe all this hostility isn't working out for us. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. It might be a moment of realization if this is genuine, or these people are terrified and they're just trying to change the narrative to be on the right side with the people. We don't know what's going on in his mind. I'm just showing you what's happening. I'm not judging.
نظر اکثریت داشته باشید.
Yeah, like if you, oh, wait, let me actually go. So he said you have to have the opinion or the consent, the majority. Basically means that you have to be in line with the majority. I mean, you're taking the country, Iran, into war, and you're just a minority, and the majority don't even agree with you. Oh, Sina is saying also mullahs are not above trying for the greater good in their opinion. Okay. Let's continue with this video.
کشور را داخل جنگ کنه باید نظر اکثریت داشته باشید. هر که میخواد بره شهید بشه کشور وارد جنگ نکنه.
Wow.
خودش بره و وسط بهشت مال خودش.
Okay, wow. I don't know how this man is a mullah, because he's saying if anybody wants to go to war in Iran, they can go and become a martyr themselves. He could go in the middle of the heaven, and the heaven could be his. Just don't bring the rest of the country into war. This is very shocking, because the way he's talking about it sounds like an atheist talking, because he's mocking religious martyrdom and becoming a martyr. He seems like he's kind of mocking becoming a martyr for going to heaven. Somebody saying, no way he said that. He said exactly that. He says, if you want to go to war, if you want to become a martyr, go be a martyr, and you could go into the middle of the heaven, and that could all be yours. Just don't bring the rest of us with you.
خودش بره و وسط بهشت مال خودش.
Basatabesh, in the middle of the heaven. All his, all his.
میخواد برای مردم رو بگیرید. مسئله خیلی
Don't you want to get the vote of the people? This is a very important issue.
مهمه. نمیخوام وارد جنگ با اسرائیل بشم.
He's like, I don't want to go to war with Israel.
نمیخوام وارد جنگ با اسرائیل بشم. نمیخوام.
We don't want that.
آقا بیچاره است کشورم.
My country is poor. My country is desperate.
ملت جوریست که آدم نمیدونه چی بگه.
The nation is in such a dire situation that we don't know what to say. There's no word to describe the situation.
عزت مردم از دست رفته.
Are you here? How do you translate عزت مردم? عزت. Dignity. Okay. He's saying the human dignity has been lost. People have lost their dignity. And he's now saying, why don't we just take a vote and see what the majority says?
خب رأی بگیریم ببینیم
No, dignity. It's not honor, it's dignity. Yeah.
اکثریت چی میگه. اگر 70% مردم رأی مخالف ندادن من حلق‌آویز میکنم خودم.
He says if you take a vote today, at least 70% would vote against such a war with Israel. Self-delete. I would take a rope and do something to myself. I'm not going to say YouTube. I'm not saying this. This guy's saying it. Guy, this is not a self-deletion is bad. Please go seek help, or whatever number you have to call. Like, I don't know. I'm in trouble right now. I'm trying to save myself on YouTube. Right? Yeah, in Minecraft, he says like, if we take a vote today, and at least 70% of people of Iran are not against being a war with Israel, he's basically saying this is such a guarantee for me that I will F myself and self-delete in Minecraft if that doesn't happen.
ویز میکنم خودم. آقا 46 سال گذشته به چند تا مخالف اجازه راهپیمایی دادید؟
He's saying that it has been 46 years since the Islamic Republic came to power, since the Islamic Revolution of 1979. After 46 years, how many protests of the oppositions have you permitted? How much have you given? How many times have you given permission to the opposition to have a protest?
بگید بگید.
Tell us.
میگی میزان بنا نبوده رأی ملت باشه؟
Like, wasn't it based on the vote of people? Wasn't our justification of the revolution? Wasn't everything was supposed to be on the vote of the people? Wasn't that what you said?
اینجور نگفتید. میگه قرار این نشد.
Wasn't that the agreement that everything would be based on the will of the people, the vote of the people?
همین ادبیات که الان به کار بردی. ما از ملت میخواهیم که تحمل کنن تا چیکاره؟
So he's saying like this type of language that we want the nation to be patient, to tolerate this hardship. This is what the regime officials tell the Iranian people. The regime sometimes admits that things are hard in Iran, but they justify it by how worthy their goals are. They're saying that we are on the side of justice, we're on the side of right, we are on the side of good, the enemies of Allah are the side of evil. And yes, sure, things are hard, but the nation should be patient, the nation should be tolerant because our cause is good. So now he's saying this type of language that you use, that you tell the people of Iran, the nation, to just tolerate this pain, he's saying, who are you to ask when you say we want the people to be tolerant? Who are you to ask such a thing of the Iranian people?
ملت از شما چی میخواد؟
Like, you have to see what the nation wants from you. Basically saying your language is like, we ask the nation to be patient and tolerate this pain. You are in no position to ask anything from the nation. You have to see what the nation is asking of you. That's how politics works, actually. Yeah. Okay, here.
تازه اگر اون جایی که نشستی قانونی است.
And is the position that you're sitting in right now, is it even legal for you to have that position?
نمیدونم مال مسئولیت بالاها رو عرض میکنم. اگه این جایی که نشستی قانونی.
He's saying, I'm talking about the highest positions. He's not mentioning his name, but he's talking about Khamenei. Okay, he's saying, is the position that you're holding even legal?
اگه این جایی که نشستی قانونی هست.
Like, he's directly talking about Khamenei without bringing his name because he could go to jail if he mentioned.
ملت بد داده. ببین ملت چی میخواد. که نشستی قانونی هست. شما که نمیدونم مال مسئولیت.
Let's go here. That's right. Let's go back here because this was quite direct.
از ملت میخواهیم که تحمل کنن تا شما چی کاره؟ ما از ملت میخواهیم چی کاره؟ ملت از شما چی میخوان؟ تازه اگر اون جایی که نشستی قانونی هست. شما که نمیدونم مال مسئولیت. بالا.
So he's talking to this mullah. I don't know what your position is. He's talking to this mullah. I'm talking about higher position, like people above you.
بالاها رو عرض میکنم. اگه این جایی که نشستی
this place that you're holding, is it legal?
قانونی هست. ملت بد داده.
Even if the position that you're holding was legal, this is the position that the nation has given you.
ببین ملت چی میخواد.
So you have to see what the nation wants.
شما ملت را دور انداخت.
He said you have thrown away the nation.
و حالا براشون میگیم ما میگیم اینجوری بکنیم.
Like, you have thrown away the nation and now you have the audacity, basically, you're saying, and now you're telling the nation to do this after you throw the nation away? Like, when you say we are asking you, who are we? Who is this we?
بالا هم
Like, what is your position?
چی کار است؟ بالای بالا هم چی کار است؟
You have basically no position to ask them.
همه کار ملت هستن.
If all the positions are suggesting that sovereignty comes from the nation, then you shouldn't be asking anything of the nation. You throw the nation away and now you're asking. This is actually quite liberal thing to say, that sovereignty comes from the nation. Because in Islam, sovereignty comes from God. It doesn't come from the nation. So he's saying the government is for the nation and whatever the nation wants. The nation must command.
امام علی میفرماد.
Now he's now quoting Imam Ali. He's basically using Imam Ali as a way to confront the regime. Let's see. So what Imam Ali says, what?
حکومت مال شماست. به هر کس خواستید میدید.
So he's saying Imam Ali told the people that the nation is yours and you could give the governance to anybody you want. He's basically saying Imam Ali said that to the people that sovereignty belongs to them However, he wants to use Imam Ali as a way to quote him against the officials. But just remember, Imam Ali was the worst of all the caliphs. From the four caliphs, Imam Ali had the most turmoil during his time. There was more bloodbath during Imam Ali's time compared to Osman, Omar, and Ali. Not a good guy to follow as a role model for governance.
خانه امام علیه
Uh,
کسی بالاتر از امام علی نیست.
He's saying there is nobody above Imam Ali. Guys, haven't I told you on the stream that in Shia Islam, Ali, Hussein, and Fatima are above all people, including the Prophet? And I told you that they would never admit that, but from what they say and how they behave, you can tell that that's actually their philosophy, even though they would never admit that. Look at this guy. He's saying there's nobody above Imam Ali. Sometimes Shias forget that they're Muslim. And the greatest person is supposed to be Muhammad. I mean, can somebody remind the Shias that Sunnis might watch this? Or like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And there's nobody above Imam Ali. Aren't you a Muslim? Isn't Muhammad supposed to be above Ali? Yes, Susanna is saying, I wonder where the takfir accusations come from. Yes, exactly. Are any Sunnis in the chat? You're right. If you consider Shias not to be Muslims, I mean, I can see why. There's nobody above Imam Ali, not even Muhammad. Okay.
ملت همه چی ملت.
It's a nation, everything nation. So you can see even among these religious people, Sina is saying wrong. Imam Hussein was even above Imam Ali. The trinity of Shia Islam does not involve Allah or Muhammad. The trinity of Shia Islam is Hussein above all else. And then there's a toss up between Ali and Fatima. So Ali, Fatima, and Hussein being the main guy. So that was interesting. Just go back to Khamenei now that we have more people here.